Welcome back, everybody. The Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 34 of our Confederate Spring of 62 campaign in version 1.11 using the A.O.M Mod. Now, first things first, I do apologize for the little bit of a hiatus I took. I did get a few messages asking where I was, so if everybody's paying attention towards mid to end of last episode, if you kind of heard me getting a little nasally, little bit of coughing going on. So the changing weather conditions up here in the Northeast, especially in New York, is from hot to cold, and I work outdoors. Left me with a pretty bad cold for a few days, where I was basically unable to speak without speaking a few words without coughing out my lungs. So yeah, I had to take a little more than a week off from making videos. So I do apologize for that and not posting any updates. So, but we are back onto our regularly scheduled season. So we'll be doing our Friday, Saturday episode and then moving back onto the Monday episode. So you will, a little bit of a hiatus, but we're getting back on track again, especially as I want to get this campaign complete before the Whiskeys and Lemons update drops. So, last episode, we had the battles of 12th and 13th Louisville and the Battle of Augusta, Maine, which I did not show, and I regret not showing that battle, because that was actually the most interesting of the three battles. So, a lot of maneuvering, a lot of artillery fire going on. But it was not that long, not that big, but it was a pretty interesting fight just for the sheer amount of artillery that was on the field. So I still do wish I'd shown that one. So right now, it is now April 7th. And we've been trying to get our main invasion going again, as it is spring, but it is still, as you can see up here, the trees are still covered in snow. There's snow on the ground. We're getting no movement done. I gave orders for 2nd Corps Army of the North to move basically on April 3rd, and they're still not even out of Bangor. 1st Corps moved a little bit faster as they have more training, but by the time they got down into Augusta, or outside of Augusta, they were almost in the red, and they had to fight off the Army of New England and its 1st Corps. And 2nd Corps AON, which was full green 4 days ago, is now already down in the yellow, and they're not even out of Bangor yet. So I have zero hopes of getting this campaign in Maine kicked off until late April, beginning of May. It's just the way it is. I didn't expect the weather to still be this bad up here, but it is. So I believe this is what the weather was historically for the time period, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I could look it up, but we just got to deal with it. Other than that, there's not much going on. Once again, we're still holding defensively all along the fronts. What we have taken, we have taken. I'm not making any offensive moves. I'm starting to get a little worried about Louisville, as the Army of East Tennessee's readiness is now down in the orange. These units that you see here now are actually all retreating off. So he should get back into the yellow at least before the next engagement. And I do need to get 4th Corps on the move again to get after the Army of the Border. So hopefully, I do not see us flipping Missouri or Kentucky during this campaign, as the AI has been pumping a lot of money into propaganda. So going back to the last few episodes, when we had full control of the state with no Union armies in it, we were at over 50%. We were at 55, almost 60%, and the last few episodes we've been dropping. We're now down to 49% support in Missouri, and Kentucky's at 48% support. So the federal AI has been throwing a lot of money at propaganda, which is dropping our support in these two states. So I don't think we're going to be able to flip them at all during this campaign. I'm never going to be able, I don't think I'll be able to catch up with them. They do propaganda, we do counter propaganda, and I just don't see it happening. I really don't. So we're going to maintain control of the states. I'm not going to give up the ground that I've already gained unless I absolutely have to, as these areas are magnets for federal forces. So I really want more of the fighting to be happening up here in Maine, which is the main thrust of this campaign. But I need them to stay away from us until at least May 1st when the weather clears up a little bit more, so we don't have to worry so much about this offensive going on up here. Once the main campaign kicks off, I probably will pull completely out of Kentucky and completely out of Missouri, as I do not want to happen what happened with my last campaign with the my Mississippi River campaign with the Federals, where I basically took the Mississippi River from New Orleans and went south to north and then cut across, and the AI ignored us the whole way. Outside the fighting that happened down here around New Orleans, Mobile, Mississippi City, once we got up into the central area of the Confederacy, it ignored us, and we just took over the Confederacy from the south. So I want to try and avoid that this campaign. So once the main offensive really kicks off, I will pull out of Kentucky and Missouri. We'll take what troops we can get out of them right now, but that's about it. So once I pull out of there, they should refocus their forces back up in this direction, which is where I want most of the fighting to occur. All right, I think that covers everything I want to talk about right now. So I'll be back within the next major event. So we've only advanced the game 2 days, and lo and behold, we have another battle at Louisville. Once again with Morgan's command, which is now plussed up. So Morgan's command has been kind of weird. The AI has been adding men in, taking men away, adding men in. So the AI has gotten a lot better at transferring troops around. So Morgan's command, which I think the last fight had about 6,000 men, now is 18,000. So they're coming at us with 15,926 infantry, 2,200 cavalry, and 0 guns to our 16,003 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, and 7 guns, because the one battery had transferred in has now arrived. So we are definitely... I'm actually surprised Morgan's still in charge. I thought we defamed him. So we're definitely taking this fight, so I will see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome to the 14th Battle of Louisville. I didn't even think we were going to get this many in here. I definitely got to pull out of here at this point. So as you can see, I'm kind of set up in a defensive situation to begin with here, as we are defending back here at Carver's Bay. So I have Jackson's division set up watching the road here, or this main bridge here. Lee's division with the one artillery I do have watching this bridge here. Cable's division on this ford. And Stewart's cavalry on this back road, as the Federals are coming in from this point here. So they can use the Mason Hill Road to approach us, or they can use this road coming through Copperton to approach us, which is probably the most likely approach route for the AI, but I could be dead wrong and it'll come straight down this road, which is why I have Stewart's cavalry back there. So pretty straightforward fight. We're fairly even in numbers, but we have a pretty strong defensive position. So, and I just have the Fort Esperanza garrison, which is acting as our engineers for this corps. We'll be building breastworks for everybody, so I haven't done any preset breastworks. So it's already 17:22 in the day, so this will definitely be a day 2 fight. So I'll be back when we have contact with the Federals, probably somewhere around mid-morning on the second day. Alright, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, day 2, and we just spotted this Federal Cavalry Brigade over on our left. So I'm going to engage them with Stewart's cavalry division. And I do believe the Federal started over here somewhere and might be coming around this way. I could be wrong. I haven't seen a dust trail as of yet. Oh, there we go. You can hear them now. So yeah, they're coming down this way. So I have ordered Cable's division to pull back. I'm going to send Lee's division onto their left. And we'll put Jackson in reserve once again. Or actually, should I? Yeah, that works. Put him on the far left. He'll still act as a reserve. Okay, what is going on? Why are you guys bunched up? No, I just want to change your facing, damn it. Okay, this is not going well. That's not going to go well. You guys in loose formation. Why? What the hell is going on here? No, change your facing. Damn it. And Bruce Milroy's killed in action. Awesome. There you go. Get off your damn horses. Get into loose order. And facing the correct... I swear sometimes. There we go. But too late. They're going to break. And this one brigade's not retreating for some reason. That's not going to go well for us. Yep, and they are coming from that direction. It's a good thing I started shifting everybody. You guys level yet? Not yet, almost there. So we're in comparable range, so they're as poorly armed as we are, but with that one brigade breaking, this is not going well, as the 1st Tennessee is now ready to break also. Looks like they moved into loose order at the same time. But they are firing faster now, so they actually have good carbines compared to us who still have mixed cavalry weapons. Definitely need a whiskey now. Today's battle brew is Fighting 69th Whiskey. So yes, like I said, the Fighting 69th does still exist, and it actually has its own whiskey brand now. It actually came out a few years ago at the start of COVID, but that kind of killed the release announcement. There goes my Cavalry Division. No big deal. If they come down the road, they're going to be an Infantry Division, so I'm not worried about it. And it looks like with my Cavalry Division gone, we're going to have a little bit of a hiatus here, so... yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. It's 9:17 this in the morning, so this fight's turning a little weird. So the Federals are trying to march past me on my right flank. So I got the 13th Mormons engaged in this one brigade. I'm about to send Sloan to engage this brigade. I got another brigade coming down this road here with their cavalry, which looks like it might be looking for my left flank. So I'll deal with them with another brigade. And there was another brigade that was marching down this road. There's a dust trail right there. So I've ordered the 1st Georgia sharpshooters back over to this bridge here. As I still have the Force Rounds of Garrison down here building breastworks, just trying to level up so they can cover the other bridge as necessary. So we're just trying to... stop the guy. They're just trying to march past us. It's kind of weird. Outside of the cavalry fighting my cavalry, they don't appear to want to fight. And this brigade's backing away. Send Branch over also. Yeah, these guys aren't even fleshing on the battle line. They're still marching down the road. They're about to march right into hand-to-hand combat. There we go. Work that brigade. This is just a weird fight right now. They're marching over here, so where are they going? Still showing us at a minor defeat, so we actually haven't seen all their forces yet. Let's get you guys back on long range. Up here comes their cavalry. Oh, they got 2 cavalry brigades. Now, let's pull you back in line with the other brigade. This is just weird. And 1st Tennessee Infantry will bring you up over here. This is just one weird fight. It's kind of all over the map right now. Rains, charge into them, see if we can capture some more of those boys. time on that bridge. That's exactly where they're going. It's a good thing I sent the 1st Georgia there. The cavalry looks like it does not want to engage us, and I don't blame them. But where's the other brigade? I better push out. Where'd that other brigade go? Where are they? We'll find them. I got 2 more brigades coming down this way now. Okay. Yeah, Rains can take care of them, I think. You know what these boys are armed with? They got my infantry outranged. Yeah, you thought better about taking that bridge. Okay. You guys come right over there. Where the hell's that cavalry brigade? I'm going to admit, this is a weird fight. It's all over the place. You know, it's not like a broken record, but damn. We captured a bunch more of these boys. And these guys don't know where they're going. All right. Alright, 13th Mormons, 67 casualties, 200, that's, alright, we're getting a much better exchange rate going on right here. Just want to know where the hell that other cavalry brigade went. There we go, Ledbetter, stay on top of them, good job. Back over this way. We don't know where the hell that other cavalry brigade went. They might be looking for the objective point. It doesn't matter. This fight's over. They're getting ready to withdraw. Alright, push across creek. Let's get these boys. We still have that one brigade that's not engaged. Alright, there they go. Just got to plus up the casualties a little bit. Now, I don't think we can get the chance to. That brigade's broken. We got charge into them. We're not going to shoot at them, so... Still haven't actually broken that cavalry brigade. They've just been pulling away from us. The other one is still missing. So we'll just speed this up here. Alright. What a mess of a damn fight. Oh, Lord. I really don't know what to say about that. The AI broke its forces between the stream and 3 different approach paths, really. And it left me guessing which way it was coming, and I guessed wrong each time. So, kind of interesting. So we took down 2,700 of their 17,000 infantry, 350 of their 2,500 cavalry, for a total loss of 3,100 of their 20,000 man force. We lost 536 infantry of our 15,999, 718 of our cavalry, none of our guns, for a total loss of 1,259 of our 18,122 men. Not the best returns we've ever had. And of course my caps lock is on again. I know I keep saying it, I sound like a broken record. I gotta get a keyboard with a caps lock that lights up. Alright, it's time to take a look at the paperwork. Alright, Esperanza Garrison didn't fight. Stewart's Division, 2nd Tennessee Cavalry did 21 to cavalry. And 1st Tennessee Cavalry did 121. Division total of 142. Jackson's Division, whichever the first line brigade is, took 56 infantry prisoners. 13th Mormons did 758 to infantry, took 283 prisoners for a total of 1,041. Sloan's brigade did 538 to infantry, took 557 prisoners? Really? Damn. I think that's the largest prisoner grave we've had from any engagement. For a total of 1,095. Division total of 2,192. And Lee's division, Rains brigade took 41 infantry prisoners. My grunts took... I didn't see anybody retreat into my unit, but we still got 38 prisoners, and artillery got nothing. Alright. Actually, let's see if we got any of their officers. Morgan survive. And we got none of their officers this time around. Actually, we could... I gotta look at that number again. No, I want... Cable's division at least 557 prisoners. Damn. Yeah, give it to Sloan. That's the biggest prisoner grab we've had from one brigade at any point in this war. Let's get closed out of here. Alright, I'll admit it. AI actually confused me on that one, as it came in on 3 different approach paths. It was on the east side of the stream, the west side of the stream, far west coming down the road with cavalry and infantry down the center, and infantry down the right. It split its forces up badly, but it left me guessing where I was trying to keep my troops consolidated. Which, no matter what, it benefited me having my troops consolidated in any one location. But that was just, I've never seen the AI do that. I don't know if that was a good move tactically or not. It seems like something I might try to do. But something really seem to be able to pull off as a human player. I don't know. Yeah, definitely let me know what you all think about that one in the comments below, please. That was a little weird and a little all over the place, like I said. All right, victory at 14th Louisville. The Army's reportedly suffered total casualties of 2,968 men. There are 287 killed and 1,353 captured. Our casualties totaled 1,259 men, with 137 killed, 255 missing, and the rest wounded. We've captured 1,888 rifles and 0 guns from the battlefield and sent 1,274 soldiers down to our prison camps. Yeah, and General Cable became famous, and General Standard, which is one of the Union commanders, lost face. And I forgot, Colonel Milroy was killed in action, so I do have to replace him. And he's been commanding that brigade since the beginning of the war. Alright. Hopefully that's the last attack we're going to see for a little bit, but I doubt it. But we're definitely going to keep this episode going. That was a weird, confused fight. I really just don't even know what the hell to say about it. I mean, you all let me know what you think. Once again, please let me know what you think about that one. But I have no idea what the hell the AI was thinking. Like, if it was a human player, might have pulled it off. AI, not so much. But it is what it is. We'll deal with it. So I will be back with the next major event. So I had to come back in real fast and just point this out. So Stewart's division, which had 2 cavalry brigades, the 1st and 2nd Tennessee Cavalry Brigades. The 2nd Tennessee Cavalry Brigade, which was under the command of Milroy, no longer exists. I guess after that battle, and it didn't reflect this in the reports that the brigade is gone. It was an understrength brigade, yes. But now the commander's gone, the whole brigade is gone. So I do have to raise... I was going to raise another cavalry brigade for this force anyway to bring up to 3 brigades for that division, but... That's a big hit. That entire brigade's just wiped out. Whoever was left alive just left the army. And something else I didn't notice during the battle. I forgot to do it after last episode. Is Stone, the other brigade commander, was defamed at the 13th Louisville, and I forgot to replace him. So now John C. Vaughn is in command of that brigade. And I'll be sending Stone off to one of my fortifications. I'm going to wait until I take one of the forts up north and go let him freeze his ass off for a little bit. But yeah, that brigade is now gone. Thankfully, it's not a viewer unit. But that's actually, in this game, that is rare for a brigade to like straight up disappear. It is rare, but it does happen. I just had to point that out. So the 2nd Tennessee Cavalry no longer exists, so I will be retiring that number from the rolls. So there will no longer be... I'm going to raise another cavalry brigade, but it'll be the 3rd Tennessee Cavalry Brigade, not the 2nd, if it's even a Tennessee unit. But that number will not be used anymore as brigades have been officially wiped out. So, just had to bring you guys in to show that, so I'll be back. Alright, so I'm getting a little tired of this. I don't know about the rest of you all who have been watching this series, but I'm thinking about giving up Louisville at this point. As now the 1st Corps Army of West Virginia, under the command of Cox, is now back again for another go-around at 15th Louisville. Yeah, after this fight, I'm giving up Louisville. I'm just getting tired of fighting over this city. I really am. So, Cox is bringing 16,564 infantry, 3 guns to my 15,507 infantry, 1,300 cavalry, and 7 guns. Once again, Milroy's brigade was wiped out, as I just said a few minutes ago. And I have raised another brigade. I've raised to replace the 2nd Tennessee Cavalry. I have raised the 3rd Tennessee Cavalry, but they're still about 30 somewhat days away from being ready to transfer in. So, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. So once again, we will take this fight, and I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome to the 15th Battle of Louisville. Once again, we're on the Copperton map, and this time we actually do have to attack. So, pretty straightforward. The Federals are defending Mason Hill Road, and we're coming in from over here, so we have to approach down this way. So I do believe the Federals, if they're set up on defense positions they had this last time they defended back here, I don't know, it could be kind of weird. Last time I approached down this road, most of their I did want to attack along Mason Hill, but their defenses were set up along here. But this time they could be set up here. Not exactly sure where they're going to be set up at. I would rather approach this once again from Mason Hill Road if I can, without having to fight through the woods. But we're going to have to do some scouting. It's 0400 in the morning, so we got plenty of time to do some scouting and find out where they are. So if they're set up defensively here, I do not want to fight through the woods at all. Nobody wants to fight through the woods. I'd rather come over to the open ground and leave myself some room to maneuver with. That's not going to tire my forces out too quickly. So we just got to see how they're going to be set up. So I'm going to get my troops on the road and marching out, get the cavalry out to scout, and I'll be back once I have a better idea of how the Federals are situated. Alright, it's 5:30 in the morning, and I have a better idea of the Federal layout. So they do have entrenchments built here. You can't see them now, but I did have siding on them a few minutes ago. Entrenchments from the edge of the stream here down to the wood, facing in this direction, but it didn't look like they had anybody in them, and all their forces are actually back here. So yeah, attacking from this direction is not going to be a good idea. So I'm going to go with my original game plan. I do have my forces marching in this direction right now, but I can just easily march them across this field here, bring them out to the road here, and attack in this direction. As it looks like they are set up to be, defensive-wise, just set up to face to the east. This is one of those instances I really want to give the AI a chance, but it's like, yeah, so there's no one in these entrenchments. Looks like everybody's back here. Skirmishers deployed forward of that, but no one's actually in the entrenchments that the AI built. So yeah, we are definitely coming from this direction. Maybe I'll send one division this way to grab the entrenchments. Yeah, actually, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to send Lee's division and Cable's division out this way. And once the fighting starts, I'll send Jackson's division through the woods to grab the entrenchments. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I got Jackson's division up front here as it is, so get them in line formation. Actually, I'm going to test something out right now also. So I did have one commenter say I should be using evade orders with my cavalry when I do have them out scouting. If everybody remembers a few campaigns ago, I couldn't turn evade off once it was turned on. I'm wondering if that is still the case. Oh, and they're actually getting ready to break because I just gave them a new commander. Ugh. It's like I'm very leery about using that command anymore, as you couldn't turn it off once it had been issued. But we'll try it out. So I'm a little closer to the Union forces, see if they react. See how these troops react. And we'll just test it out a little bit. It's probably a good time to test it. So while I'm getting this all set up, I'll be back. Alright, 7:30 in the morning, and apparently I was wrong about the entrenchments. They actually do have soldiers in the entrenchments. I do have Jackson's division sitting on the edge of the wood here. And so we now have sighting on the brigades that are in the entrenchments. So the AI is actually actively using them. They weren't doing that in the last few fights. And what I said before is still true. This is why I don't use evade. So evade is on, and I cannot turn it off again. So that's the big reason. I'm sorry I didn't write your name down for the commenter. This is why I don't use evade anymore. Once it's on, I can't turn it off. So the cavalry is basically useless to me if I need to put them into the fight, because they won't fight. They'll just withdraw from any fighting that happens. So right now I do have Lee's, Jackson's division sitting here, and I have Lee's and Cable's division moving out across country to head to this road here so we can attack behind the entrenchments. So this is actually a fairly good defensive position, but only if they actually had a division lined up in this direction facing the way I'm coming from. As this they could see this cavalry brigade. They know I'm looking from over here. So if this was actually a human player, you know they'd be setting up in a ring right now, trying to face both directions. Because I sure as hell am not going to be attacking into the face of entrenchments. But I would come from this direction, which is exactly what I'm doing. So it's going to be a little bit longer before my troops are in position, because they're actually still in road march for me. Even once they're over here, so I got to get them to a line and set up in battle formation. So probably about 9:30, 10 a.m. on before I start kicking off the attack. So I'm not going to hold you here while they're getting into position. So I'll be back. So it's 10:40 in the morning, and the AI is finally reacting to some of my moves. I haven't moved Jackson's division just as yet, but I did send Lee's division down a lot closer. Let me get this line set up a little better. And they are reacting to Lee's division on the flank right now, so they're turning to face me in this direction. What I am actually waiting for is Cable's division move out this way. Now I'm going to bring them down and around here behind Mason Hill Road. So my forces are really kind of spread out more than they should be. But at the same time, I'm forcing the AI to make moves. They're actually starting to clear out the entrenchments back here. They haven't moved this division yet, but I'm hoping they keep it in place because I'll be able to slam into it with Cable's division. So I'm happy with this mass up here. I'm actually very happy with that. As long as I'm massing these soldiers here, I can slam into these soldiers with Cable's division and slam into the few remaining defenders in the entrenchments with Jackson's division. And that's what I'm envisioning right now. Not the best plan in the world, but we are basically even on in infantry. I think I actually do have a small advantage in infantry on me. But this is actually starting to turn. Cox is actually one of the good commanders that the AI has. So when Cox is on the field, the troops do act accordingly. And you're seeing that now. So with these forces massing here, my initial plan to send in Lee's division and Cable's division at the same time is turning into naught. But it's still affording me the chance of sending Cable's division and Jackson's division. By the way, I'm setting up my troops right now. So it looks like he wants to hold defensively. He might set up to attack. It doesn't look like it. I think he's going to hold defensively for right now. Maybe not. No, that's a skirmisher unit coming forward. I'm not worried about them. My grunts will take care of that. I'm worried about the new artillery battery, though, breaking, even though they're not under fire yet. There's a brand new battery, so they're not very stable. So yeah, I'm not going to hold you here for this. So unless they send this force out to attack Lee's division outside of skirmishers, I'll bring you all back in when I'm ready to start my main assault, which is probably still be around, at the rate these troops are moving, probably around 1330 to 1400 hours of day one. So I'll be back. So it's 11:50 in the morning, and my forces are actually in place sooner than I thought they would be. As you can see, we now have them basically surrounded. As you can see, I have the Esperanza garrison back here just doing engineer things right now, just to get them leveled up. But Cable's division is now in place. Jackson's been sitting in place for a few hours. So we're about ready to kick our attack off, and there's just slightly reacting to Cable's division, but not too much. So I'm going to start giving them advance orders. Basically one brigade at a time. Get you up to the fence line here. Advance you to there. And you go hit that brigade. First Tennessee, come out and hit this brigade. Grunts and Rains hit this brigade. Ledbetter, we're going to advance you straight into entrenchments right in front of that artillery. And 2nd Tennessee and the 1st Georgia Sharpshooters are going to start engaging the troops in the entrenchments. Not the best utilization of these forces, but at least we can keep these two brigades locked in the entrenchments. Oh, there's another brigade. There was another brigade back there. Okay. I think that brigade was bigger than I thought it was. Forget Smith's detachment, just advance. Push them back into their original brigade. These evade orders still will not turn off. I need the cavalry brigade available, but it's not available for me now. And that is why I do not use evade. You're not engaged. Why are you stopping there? You're not in engagement range. Let's advance you up. You're just supporting fucking the 2nd Tennessee. Come on, get up there. There's actually more brigades in here than I thought there were. That one just disappeared from sight. 2nd Tennessee fall back. We'll just send in the Georgia Sharpshooters since they have the range. These guys will just get ripped apart if they stand there going volley for volley with the brigades and entrenchments. There we go. Push those skirmishers back in. Good job. Here we go, push them in. That's it. Force this brigade to fall back. Very good. This brigade's actually bigger than I thought it was. I thought that was a smaller brigade. 1st Tennessee's already taken a lot of casualties. See, this fight's actually enjoyable because Cox is actually a good commander. Nope. That's 3 broken brigades right there. Wow, really? Okay, I'll take it. The casualties are already higher than I thought they would be. Alright, pushing on their flank. They're facing off against the 13th Mormons and in the flank. You come up and face this brigade. Get rid of the flanked out. Come on. Got 1 brigade broken there. Let's keep going, boys. Keep pushing in. Alright, good job. Get down here. And they were... Really? Okay. I'm so focused on all the maneuvering, I'm not even looking at the morale levels. Okay, this fight was fun. I'll admit, this fight was fun. Now let's see if we can plus up the casualties. I'll admit, this fight was fun. Brigade's broken. Looks like we got some command staff there. Shoot them. Nope. I don't want you in hand-to-hand. Alright, screw it. Hand-to-hand. Let's go. Charge it. I thought this fight was going to go on a little bit longer than it did, but once they started breaking, they started breaking. They're in hand-to-hand, so charge in, boys. See if we can't bag that whole brigade. One brigade's not broken. Yeah, 3 brigades aren't broken yet. So this battle actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be facing a lot more casualties. It was still under 1,000 casualties. I thought it would have had a lot more. All right. I'll admit, I had fun at the end. Once I had my forces in position, that turned into a fun fight. It's rare we hear a battle where you just have a constant rolling of gunfire in the background. Sometimes, a lot of times it's very intermittent, but we just had that constant roll for this fight, which actually had me a little worried. But, pulled off with a lot fewer casualties than I thought we would take. So we took down 3,100 of his 16,000 infantry. Got all 5 of his guns. So that 3,100 number is a little bit off. It should be a little higher if we got all 5 of his guns. We lost 845 of our 15,000 infantry, none of our cavalry, none of our guns. So our total loss is 845 of 16,920. So this turned out way, way better than I thought it would. I'll be honest, I was a little worried once the AI actually started reacting to me. They set up defensively here, and once they realized Cable's division was coming down this way, they started sending forces in that direction. So we did a lot better than I thought we would. So let's take a look at the paperwork. Oh, we gotta save first. Alright, combat report. Esperanza Garrison didn't fight. Stewart's division didn't fight. Jackson's division. Ledbetter's brigade did 65 to infantry, 7 to artillery for a total of 72. 1st Georgia sharpshooters did 246 to infantry, plus up to 251 because they caught some command staff. 2nd Tennessee infantry did 86 to infantry, captured 19 for a total of 105. Division total of 428. Cable's division, whichever brigade is on that first line, did 152 to infantry, 6 to artillery for a total of 159. 13th Mormons did 360 to infantry, captured 40 for a total of 402. Sloan's brigade did 221 to infantry, plus up to 235 because it caught some command staff. Division total 796. And Lee's division, 1st Tennessee infantry did 353 to infantry, plus up to 360. Rains brigade did 475 to infantry. My grunts did 881 to infantry. Damn, I didn't even think they did that good. And Pettis's artillery did 143 to infantry, 12 to artillery for a total of 155. Division total of 1,871. Now let's see if we got any of their officers. Alright, so we wounded Cox. I'm actually not happy about that. So if you've been following along closely with the battles, every time Cox is a commander on the field, the Union does very well for itself. So now that Cox is wounded, I don't think the Union has any good commanders left. He was the best one. Like every time we fought Cox, the battles actually were good battles. So I'm not happy with him being wounded. So we killed Brigadier General Tyler, wounded Schoaf, wounded Davies. So that's 3 division commanders. Wounded G.C. Rogers, who's a battery commander. So, I mean, officer-wise, We wounded the Corps commander. Like I said, I'm not happy about wounding Cox. I'd rather he stay in command because he's fun to fight. Cox is fun to fight so far in this campaign. He's the only one who's been fun to fight. But we killed a division commander and wounded 2 more. And 1 battery commander, which really doesn't mean much. But wow, we just did a major hit. A major hit to their officer corps. So we're going to have to see who they get replaced with. They could be good, they could be bad. We don't know. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed watching that fight as much fun as I had playing it, because there was a lot of maneuvering going on. It's only a few minutes for you guys, but it took me a while, because I only played the battles in 1-time speed. It took a while for me to get those forces into position. And, yeah, I just had fun with that one. I really did. Because that was the most excitement I've had out of this game in a long time, fighting that fight. But, once again, let me know what you think in the comments below, because I like fighting Cox, and now that he's wounded, I don't think we're going to see another good commander for a long time. I really don't. Alright, victory at 15th Louisville. The enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 3,099 men. There are 462 killed and 691 captured. Our casualties total 845 men, 137 killed and 89 missing. The rest are wounded. We captured 1,386 rifles and 1 gun from the battlefield and sent 684 soldiers down to our prison camps. And Colonel Long loses face, so that's one of their brigade commanders. Alright, so I hate to say it, I think we'll end this episode here on 2 fights. Neither one of them are very long, but I think it's going to take us a while to get through April. And one thing I'm going to do, so the poll's not going to be up very long. I'm going to put a poll out. Because at this point, just to give the AI a fighting chance and they just stop lemming train attacking us, I'm thinking about giving up Kentucky and Missouri. So I'm going to put a poll out. A, do we hang on to Kentucky and Missouri and keep fighting it out? Or B, do I pull out of Kentucky and Missouri and hope the AI gives itself a chance to recuperate before it begins its attacks again? As of right now, I want to pull out. That's my opinion personally. I want to let the AI recuperate. I want to see some big battles moving forward with this campaign, but the way the AI is playing, it's not going to happen. And now that we've wounded Cox, their best commander, So I'm going to put a poll up. It's going to go up at... This video will release at 0600 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll put a poll up an hour after this video. I'll hold off on doing the Saturday video, and I'll do the Saturday video on Sunday to give a full day for the poll to play out. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I want you all to decide how I'm going to do this from now on. Do I give up Kentucky and Missouri to let the AI recover, or do I hang on to what I have and continue this farce that we have in front of us? I'll let you all decide that one. Because you all are watching this, I hope you're enjoying everything that you've seen so far, but even I'm getting sick of these harebrained attacks. I'm just tired of them. So I'll let you all decide that one. If you want to keep watching these battles over and over again at Louisville or St. Louis, we'll keep doing it, but I'm of the opinion of pulling out. So, that poll will be up an hour after this video. So we'll end this one here. So if you're a new viewer, return viewer, if you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so alert when the next video comes out. If you like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And comments. As always, please keep them coming. I haven't been very timely on answering them lately, but it has to do with me being under the weather, so hopefully I'll get back on top of those fairly soon. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.